Susan doesn't know this, but Ana said I had a couple of hours and I've been practicing with Fidel Castro tapes. So I'm ready. I'm ready. How's everybody doing? What a great room. What an incredible honor it is to be recognized by Jobs with Justice in a room full of friends and a room full of fighters that stand with workers every day. The laborers, boy, we've marched down Little Village more times than I can count. And so many of you in here. Joe, congratulations on the job that you've done. And God, Walmart, our Walmart fighters, and hey, you guys fighting for 15. Those of us who have been eyeball to eyeball with poverty really know what you guys are fighting for. Those of us know. Thank you. Sisters and brothers, let me just take a moment to say thank you to Jobs with Justice. Susan, your board, your staff, thank you for this award. But more than anything, thank you for what you do every day.
All right.
Thank you for the work you do. You know, I've come to understand that these organizations are the little engines that can. You know, those of us that come from bigger unions have come to realize that we can't do it without you. We can't do it without you. That we have to fight together, that we have to lean on each other, that we have to figure this out together. And there's no one that is dispensable. No one. We have to figure it out, sisters and brothers, because they have. They have tightened they have circled those wagons. They are coming after us with guns loaded. And if we don't understand the fight we're in, if we don't understand that we are not just fighting for an increase in the minimum wage, that we are fighting for the minimum wage, there's a difference. So we have to understand the urgency of our time. They will have us working for $3 an hour.
Yeah.
Let's be real clear about that.
Yes.
Let's be real clear about that. So the urgency of the day compels us to lean on each other, to be together and be tight, and be critical of each other in a way that makes us stronger. Truth be said, sisters and brothers, the fights that you have taken on are big fights. Me, I'm a little pissed off right now at the president, you know, I gotta admit it. 438,000 deportees in 2013. I'm sorry to say that that's not acceptable to me.
That's right. That's right.
Frankly, it's shameful. What is happening to those children in the border is shameful. We gotta do better than that, and we've gotta call him out. See, because if you're our friend, you have to hear what we're saying. If you're our friend. If not, then you're not our friend. See, we cannot be lulled by the perfume of excess. We have to see some action, whether on the worker front, on the fight against poverty. We are in real deep fights here, and we need to understand that. This is a really special night, because here in Chicago is where I have stood on so many shoulders. Here in Chicago is where I have learned the value of working together with little engines that do. With little engines that do. It's a very, very special night for me tonight. I have some very, very special people in this room. to introduce my son and my daughter, Antonio and Tracy. And a very, very special sister, Tish Ramirez, who works with me in Washington. When we talk about solidarity, we really need to talk and be about solidarity. Talk is cheap. But when a sister like Tish Ramirez stands beside you, you know you've got your back covered. That's what it all means. That's what this all means. When Jobs with Justice is standing with workers, they've got our back. They've got our back. Sisters and brothers, I'm truly honored. I'm truly honored by this award. But more than anything, I'm truly honored and privileged to count on Jobs with Justice as the best friends. There are 911 kind of call, right? Shit, dang, call 911. And it's J with J is the first call we make for many of us. We are grateful for what you do. It is truly an honor. I am going to disappoint Fidel Castro, and I didn't quite make it through the tapes. I don't know what else I could say. We've got some important times ahead of us. Sisters, I look forward to working with you. Sisters talking about how important it is to build and grow a Latino voice in the American labor movement. Yes, I am there. We will work with you. Yes, ma'am, we are there. So this is just, I don't know if you remember how long ago we worked together at TIA. That's how long it was. So I have deep roots in Chicago. Deep roots in Chicago that bring me back, and every single time I step into Chicago, I think only about the strong working class city that it is. No pretense, just some strong working class neighborhoods, some strong working class people that really understand what it means to be together. Sisters and brothers, let's move forward. We've got a November election we've got to take care of. We've got some other things we got to get this president back on track on immigration reform. We got to get $15 an hour. We got to make sure Black Friday. I just want to tell one quick story about Black Friday. I got assigned a store in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Albuquerque, New Mexico isn't exactly the beacon of revolutionary action, you know, that kind of stuff. So I drive into the store, and there are about 150 people in front of the store. It was amazing. It was wonderful. And we're kind of breaking up at the end, and somebody says, somebody wants to talk to the union people, you know, and I'm like, oh shit, what do we do? What do we do? What happened? You know, just thinking, oh my God, something went wrong. And there's this family. It was a grandfather, his son, his daughter-in-law, his wife, and 3 grandchildren that came up to me and said, thank you for giving us another way to celebrate Thanksgiving. It was amazing. That's what you guys are doing. You are changing the narrative in this country about what we should be celebrating and whom we should celebrate. With that, I leave you. Be there on Black Friday. Be there on November 4th. And let's get this president back on track.